Hello everybody. Trying a new way of videoing, so it's gonna take me a second to know that I need to look at the camera right here. Before I get started, I gotta set up my stuff here. So I'm gonna go to so I can read all of the chats that you all send me. Okay. All right. Okay. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't distorted. Hey everybody, welcome to another Art City Live. Bear with me, I'm trying this view instead of the straight up view, so I'm hoping I can have everything worked out. Today we're going to be doing learning how to draw or paint bubbles with water-based pens, or markers, I mean. And these are Crayola Super Tips, and this is what I'm going to be using today. Super simple. Once you learn it, it's not really hard. Okay. You're going to need... Let me pull my stuff. I'm going to pull my stuff over here. You're going to need... Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, you're gonna need I said 2 cups of water, or like I said yesterday in my video I did yesterday, let me pull it down just a little bit so you all can see that. I have this water pail that is a 2-part water, and if you can see, one water is dirtier and the other one is clean, and that's because I use one side for the super dirty brush and the other side sorry about that. The other side I use for the clean brush. So anyway, 2 cups of water. Next you're going to need watercolor paper or some sort of paint paper. I'm having a time with this. Okay, you're also going to need your, I'm using Crayola Super Tips. You want washable markers. They are what gives you this effect. Paint brushes, I say watercolor paint brushes because that works the best. A pencil, you'll need a pencil so you can draw out your little bubbles first. And I said paper, and that's all you're gonna need. And so let me grab a piece of paper because I need a paper. Okay. I have this nifty little cart that I got from Hobby Lobby, and it holds all my things on it. It's pretty great. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't get that from Hobby Lobby. I got it from Michael's. Sorry. My mistake. Okay. All right. Now I got that taken care of. I'm just going to put my water right here. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to set this one aside and pull this down a little bit so you all can see what I got going on. Tighten my stuff up here. All right. Now, next step is you're going to take the watercolor paper, whatever paper you have, and you're going to draw not a full circle, but almost a full circle. You know what you can do? You could take anything you have that is circle-like and you can trace it. That works out nicely. Try to do it lightly. That was not a light mark. Okay. And then erase just a little bit. It'll leave a little bit of it open. I don't know if you can see that, how I did that. Let me try fixing my lighting and see if that works at all. Let's see what I can do here. Let's see if that works. How's that? You can see a little better, right? Yeah, okay. So draw your circle and then erase just a little part of it. And you're gonna do that large, small circles, big, small, whatever. I'm gonna do a big one, so I'm gonna use this right here. Use a jar for a giant bubble. What other kind of things do I have? I don't have a whole lot of circular things with me. I'll do one by hand as well because I'm okay with that. And then erase a side of it. All right. Now you could do different colors if you wanted to. Okay, maybe I'll zoom up a little bit more so you can see what's going on. Oh, that's better. Okay, and then do some small ones, little teeny tiny bubbles. All right, I'll do 5. And this is what we're doing for those of you just joining. We're gonna learn how to do bubbles with washable markers in water. All right, once you have that done, go back over it really lightly if you made it too dark and erase it a little bit. So you should have just a little bit showing on it. All right, and then I'm going to do that to all of them because I don't want the lines to show a lot through the marker. So very lightly, I just did them too dark, or my lead was too dark, one or the other. There we go. Okay. Now that I've erased them and you could just see very lightly on the paper what's happened, you're going to start with taking your marker. Now, I like to do this semi-quick after I draw it on there because if you don't, I don't know how that'll work. We'll try it. I'll try it both ways. I'll try it and wait a while, and then I'll do one where I do it right away. So we'll wait a while on this one. So just draw this. Remember, do not do the line where I said to erase and leave a little hole right there. Do not do that. Now, once you have that done, you're going to put a little thing there that looks kind of like a glare. Do you see that? Make it look like a glare. And then you're going to add some more marker right up against that line there where the glare is at. Make it a little darker right there. All right. Now I'm going to leave that one there. We're going to try that one to see what it does after we let it sit for a while and see if it works, because I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. All right, and then go on and do the same for the other bubbles. You don't have to put the air bubble in the same spot. You could do little circles too if you wanted, which is what I'm going to do with this one. So make some little circles and then add some extra ink right there. That's how I'm doing that right now.
They can't see the table.
Huh?
No one can see the table.
Can everybody see my table right now? Because it's showing that you can see my table. Okay, anyway, I believe you can see my hands, what I'm doing. Okay, so anyway, you're going to take the lilac color and you're going to, well, that's what I'm doing anyway. I'm doing a lilac color and I'm going to do a circle here. Sorry, my husband just said you can't see the table and I'm wondering if anybody can give me some feedback on if you can see my hands or not. Can you see what I'm doing right now? Okay, then once I have that, now you're going to take your brush and you're going to get it wet with some water. And you want quite a bit of water on it. And then you're going to just take the one that you just did and you're going to start wetting the bubble, okay, with the water. Now, if you see when you do this, it makes that ink lighter. Okay, good. Thank you for letting me know. It makes that ink lighter. And then if you leave a space right here, I'm going to zoom up even just a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. If you leave a space right there, it kind of gives another little glare effect. Do you see that? Right there? Okay. All right, and then you're going to move on to the next. We're going to do the next one that we did. Rinse it out on the side that you want most of your ink in, and then do it on the, let me rephrase that. Rinse your brush in the dirty side that you want dirty, and then do it again in the cleaner water to clean your brush out more. Leave water in your brush. You don't want to completely get rid of it. And then just start doing it some more. Now when you get to these little circles and things, you want to go around these circles. And you just want to go around that line, bring it around, and fill in your bubble there. What's supposed to happen is this part right here is supposed to look really dark on the side. So kind of pull that out a little bit if you need to. I think my brush is a little too big for this. I think I need a smaller brush. There we go. Then rinse it out. And then I'm going to try this one that we left here and see if that works. It should work because it is a washable marker. So if we just pull that around, it should work. However, I think I don't have enough water in my brush. There we go. You always want one side darker than the other. Oh, that one's good. I like that one. Rinse out. All right, now I'm going to have to draw two more because I drew them out, but I didn't actually go over them with marker. Let's do a dark pink. And this one's going to be bigger. Now you know, I'm going to try to take the dark pink here, and then I'm going to do another glare looking thing on it, but then I'm going to go over with light pink. See how that turns out. So I'm going to put light pink right up next to it. Right around the edge of it. You could probably even do an even lighter pink if you wanted, just to see how it turns out. Experimentation. I love turning these things into semi-watercolors. It's a lot of fun. All right, let's see how that turns out. Can you see that? Yes, okay. Good. All right, now try it again. Dip your brush in water. Want to make sure you have enough water on there. And just start bringing it around. Oh, that did turn out good. It gave it an extra little hue on the bubble. Now I think maybe along here, maybe I should do that one thinner along the edge. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to do one edge thick and one edge thin just to see how that turns out. But if you see, I make a little bit darker right here than I do over here, if you can see it. So you just keep pulling that dark color into the middle, but you want to leave a little bit. There we go. Rinse it off. I'm not a fan of that pink too much. I need to soften my edges just a little, I think. If anybody has any recommendations or any ideas on what else I can do with this, let me know. All right, and then I guess I'll do some more blue ones. I'll do another blue. We'll do dark and super thin. See how that turns out. All right. There you go. Oh, yep, that one turned out really good. Okay, so dark on one side, thick, and then thin on the others. That's how I would suggest doing it. You could turn this into a little card or a little something you could put in a matte board and frame. You can also use it as a background to something. I've been making these clay earrings, and I think it would look really cool as a background if you were taking pictures or whatever it is you're making, to take pictures with the background, which is super cool. All right, let's do another one. And then I'm going to erase. For those of you that are just joining, I erase the line mostly because I don't really want to see it when I'm drawing and with the marker. So those of you just joining, I'm using Crayola Super Tip markers, and that's what we're using for the watercolor effect, turning it into bubbles. Right. And then just bring it over. That one turned out good. All right. That's how you do that. This is how you make bubbles. You could do a whole page full of them if you wanted. Looks really cool. Just want to get that little line. And then from thick to thin, that's what I just learned today. Trial and error, that's how you learn things, right? You just keep on working at it till you figure it out. So for those of you that don't have watercolor at home, this is a way you can do that. I think I've done another video similar to this. You'd have to go back pretty far into the videos, but it's there somewhere, and I think I did like a little camera. I showed you all how to paint a camera. I think I did one. All right. Thanks for joining me and making this cute little bubble how-to project on how you can do them out of washable markers, which is a lot of fun. I love doing projects where you turn something into something else. So they weren't intended for watercolor, but they turn into watercolor if you work with them a little bit. Any information you have, if you want, on City Museum, go to citymuseum.org. All our ticket information, hours of operation, all that good stuff is on there. City Museum Facebook page. And until tomorrow, 11 o'clock, see you then.